Guys, today I got a banger for y'all. We spectate this random solo match where we go from bot to goat to bot to goat, and these players are just wild. The things they do, the things they should be doing that they don't do. This is the reason why I tell you guys you're better than you think you are. You're playing like bots, and in reality, the only reason why is because you're afraid of players like this. It's a whirlwind of emotions, guys. I really hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave it a like. Let's get it. Guys, welcome back. All right, enemies ran left, so no surprise there. I'm gonna throw that way. He's probably gonna hit me. Now look, I've been playing on controller for a good minute, but I'm pretty sure I shot him way more times than it registered for. Why does it feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, why does it feel like the gulag hit detection in TTK is way different than in the game? Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. All right, dude, we have the worst luck. We spectated live the other day when I was streaming here on YouTube. And I was showing everybody that, like, everyone always says, Savage, you got bot lobbies. And you're definitely not wrong. But what people fail to realize, especially in solos, and solos is a great example. And if you think I'm incorrect, I implore you guys to die off in the beginning and spectate the entire match because you'll be blown away. But we have the worst luck. So we always spectate players like this. This dude's literally going to be swimming out. First off, if you land out here, just restart the game. By the time you actually make it to land, assuming enemies aren't there, since there's a buy there with guns, you could have already restarted and been in a whole nother match, looted up at this point. But anyway, I say all this to say, look, there's a lot of sweats in every lobby, and there's a lot of bots in every lobby. And you have to realize players with a 2 KD or plus are the top 1% players in the world. That means 99% of players are below a 2 KD. Now, if you're below a 2 KD if you're below a 2 KD, you're not necessarily a bot. But there's just a huge skill gap difference. So when you guys are watching spectatings from me or anybody else or whatnot, this doesn't define the entire lobby. And I want to keep posting these random spectatings, and we're not doing this all the time. We're going to be doing my gameplay more or less and viewer gameplay more or less than this, but I want to at least put this out once or maybe even twice a week to remind you guys that when you're hiding in corners, when you're too afraid to actually rotate and move, these are the players you're actually scared of. Maybe not Brandon per se, because he's not really that scary, but other players. So again, I say all of this and I rant all of this just to lead up to say, stop playing like a scared baby back bitch. Get out there, get in some fights, get better, and then start slaying out. This is not an impossible game. It's a frustrating game. It's a difficult game, but it's not impossible. Everyone can improve. I've been getting comments recently telling me, Savage, you can't improve your reaction time. If anybody ever tells you that, just backhand them because they're ignorant. You guys can all become better players just by, again, putting yourself in situations where you're forced to fight. If you're hiding in corners, he might drown, dude. If you're hiding in corners, you're never going to be a better player. If you're sitting here just swimming, you're never going to be a better player. I mean, instead of doing this, look, Brandon, if you're watching, just load up Wayne Gretzky. Can't really swim, but you're on water, and clearly this is the type of game you really want to play, and I'm all for it. Oh my God, there's more of them. Wait. Oh shit. Okay, apologies. It just clicked. I looked at his kill count. He's got 5. He AFK landed. All right. Woo! Look. Still, this is not normal. Maybe this is a bot lobby. But Savage just said, look, this might be a bot lobby. Why was he swimming? Why are we swimming? What in the hell is going on? And this is another reason why I tell you guys, KD and people's stats, you should not really look at someone's stats and use that to identify how good of a player they are. When people go in streamers chats like, yeah, what's your KD? When people ask their friends, what's your KD? In a BR, you cannot really use that KD to signify anybody's skill level, because technically this man right here has got a 5 KD this game, and if he loses the gulag, he will then have a 2.5 KD. You have players that'll put themselves in these weird positions, again, not improving at gameplay, just to make their stats better. And look, if that's the only reason why you're playing, I mean, do you? But it definitely shouldn't be. Now, this is looted. He knows there's players here. He's definitely got a little IQ. Very little. Yo. And yeah, no surprise there. The enemy's already off. And again, because of that 15-minute swim just to get 4 kills, and then the 5th one from the guy doing the exact same thing, just wasn't worth it. This is actually the first time I've spectated someone AFK dropping for kills. I honestly, in the beginning of the video, I'll be honest, I was so busy and so mind blown with what I was watching, I didn't even think to look at the kill count, because clearly bot, right? Now look, we've got 5 kills. He's sitting pretty, right? 79 players up, so it's not that bad off. The problem is we have no loot. We're sitting here inspecting our gun and stuff. He's showboating, but I promise you this, when he gets into a fight with anyone who's actually got eyeballs and brain cells, he's gonna get clapped. And make sure you get that pistol ammo, brother. And this, again, this is already looted, so all we're doing right now is just getting scraps. If you walk into a building and you see open doors, leave. For 2 reasons. If you're under looted, if you're ready to fight, stay. But if you're trying to find loot and get things, leave for 2 reasons. 1, you're not gonna find loot. Again, it's scraps. 2, you might run into the player that's just finished looting this building. And you know this area, people love sitting on the rooftops of this and just watching the buy station and fighting in this area. I like dropping here from time to time, but it's not my favorite because, again, players will just sit there and they'll just camp and camp and camp. Savage, no they don't. And camp. Let's see where loadouts go. And look, I do believe every player, everyone that's watching, every single person that loads up in Call of Duty, everyone can improve, dude. Everyone. I was the worst when I started playing COD. But again, back when I was gaming, getting in fights was the exciting part of it. Unfortunately now, I think people are so tunnel vision on the win, they refuse to fight and kind of just breaks away from the entire fundamentals of a battle royale. It's not a winning royale, son. You got to battle, you got to fight. There are players out there that can do like no kill win challenges and stuff, but if you watch a lot of these guys that attempt it, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of attempts. And again, a lot of in-game IQ, knowing where to avoid. Is he gonna hit the shot? He did, holy shit. Oh my, if I would have been a betting man, I would have bet no. All right, decent observation, saw the enemy on the right-hand side, but again, we made a lot of noise. We know people are on rooftops here, not a given at all. All right, look how he's plating up. We just got shot from the other rooftop, damn near right next to us, right? So when you're plating, don't be afraid to peek left or right. Make sure you're watching to see if the enemy does jump off towards you, jump off the roof and start to push you. That way you can start sort of outplaying your life or play your life. And I know he got precision, but again, in those few seconds he was plating before the precision was called, peek. You always want to look. Stop being so afraid. There's a glint, it's another story. If you're ever getting glinted and you're peeking the right-hand side, instead of just re-peeking that exact same side, peek the left. I love how he just went to a different building further back in the exact same line of sight on the exact same level. So if the enemy was still there looking, all we'd have to do instead of just looking at the roof in front of him, just kind of look at the window behind it and just literally same line of sight, shoot straight. I really don't know what the hell is happening right now. This man said, I am Brandon Crump. Brandon, brother, look, we got to have a conversation after this game and try to make you a better player. He does have 3 people spectating him. I think everyone's kind of curious on what the hell is going on right now. Gas is moving in 2.5 minutes. Again, we don't really have much. And we are on the slow side. So these next 2.5 minutes, dude, we really don't have to worry about fighting much of the gas. But we do need to worry about the next area. So again, a lot of people are in Saeed City. We know that just from game reps, and we also know the fact that we just got shot over there. So what you need to expect when you're rotating in, if you do go to the stadium areas, you're gonna have a lot of people sitting there waiting on you to cross out in the open so they can gatekeep you. So good decision getting the vehicle. Hopefully wide rotates and grabs his loadie. Battle royales have changed a lot over the last 7 years. In fact, the players have changed a lot over the last 7 years. I mean, when BRs were a new concept and we all knew winning was the objective, still, dude, we just got in fights, man. PUBG, H1Z1, Arma. You know, you should even black out Fortnite, and that's kind of it. Call of Duty just has a different... It's just different, man. I don't know how else to say it without being a dick. Again, already looted. So this is the second time. You just, you know, he's getting scraps, but fortunately there's a lot of scraps here. And again, you got to be aware of other enemies as well. You pull up in a vehicle, people love to camp. Just be aware there might be enemies close, especially in these buildings on right here. And this is a decent gatekeep. Only reason I say that is because of this area here. So he could be sitting up in that building. Look, guys, honestly, it's early in the morning. Your boy Brandon might not be wired, dude. And you know what I got to say about that, man? Look, if you are struggling finding the energy and the focus in order to get actual gameplay, if you find yourself playing like this and you want to play like Joe, Breadman, or even my bot ass, look, you got to have sneak energy, man. Try it. It'll get you a lot more cracked out. You'll be so freaking energized and wired. It's going to drive you crazy sitting still and playing like this. I promise. It won't even be a possibility. But anyway, look, strawberry millions, strawberry billions, the blizzard flavor, the peach iced tea, and it's just really good, by the way. Try them all. If you don't believe me, get the sample pack. It's not much, and they give you all the flavors. Use code 7 at checkout. Links in the description below. But I promise you guys, you will not be let down by Sneak Energy. Also, try out the metal shakers. They're fucking dope.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe
All right, so we have our loadout missing an attachment. That's interesting. He's going with the ISO with no stock. Also interesting. Now, I haven't used the ISO with no stock because I'm not an idiot, but maybe, just maybe, this thing's an animal. Realistically, it should kick like a mule, but it's Call of Duty. It probably freaking beams. Just curious why it has 4 out of 5 attachments. Oh, what in the... Bro, this dude's getting so lucky. There's 2 people there fighting. That was not the same skin. Hence that weird ass face I just made. I guess mounted up, anything's accurate. And I promise you this. I promise you. So he's on the edge. He's cleaning up kills, which I'm not against. But again, the type of player he is, the way he's playing, he's not playing power positions. He's camping in just random spots and praying that someone else on the edge runs into him. Fortunate for the other players, they now know where we're at. So if they're smart, they'll rotate wide the hell away and just go around instead of rechecking us. Now, if they're also smart, they will get over here and try their best to gatekeep. If other people in this lobby are smart, they will also try to gatekeep anybody coming from quarry. You are in center zone. If you're on this side right here, you have to look at the areas that are out of bounds that are about to be pushed towards you so you know where to gatekeep. So when you look at this, where do you want to go? Well, this is a great building to hold, assuming people come out of here. The chance is pretty decent, not the greatest, at least not as great as right here. So if I was a player in this area, I would be in one of these high ground buildings, again, waiting for people to push over. Even if they push up way over here in the mountains, we could still have a line of sight on them. And if we could see them rotate, we could still pre-rotate and get to a better spot as well. Both those enemies rotated away. No surprise there. Very surprised we didn't hear their gunshot, though, I'll be honest. 2 enemies didn't want to fight. Maybe one of them backed out from fear. Brandon Crump is putting the fear in the lobby. We are going to go with a wide rotation. Now, watch that 2-story building in front of us. I'm not a betting man, but I promise you there's probably somebody over there. Again, just playing the edge. The edge is for aggressive players. If you're trying to get some kills, it's a great way to do it. But again, we're playing the edge incorrectly. The moment that next circle gets identified, it's time to start thinking about where to rotate to, which we just had that conversation about. Still living in the loot right now, and we have other worries. This is the moment where we need to be gathering intel, watching for players rotating, watching them shift, watching where they're sitting at, so we can start deciding how we're going to rotate in this wide-ass open area. Notice how we're looking to the right-hand side and not towards the building to our left. Now, fortunately, it doesn't look like anybody's there, which is, again, is shocking. But it just depends on the lobby you're in. We are running around with really no direction, not hugging cover, not hugging concealment. We do hear shots in front of us, sniper to the left, more gunshots by the gas station as well. Again, focusing on the loot, we really need to be looking around us. Okay, brother. Oh my, but Savage! Savage! You're a hacker, how'd you know? Again, look, A lot of people are mind blown that I still make videos on randoms. And honestly, I'm kind of mind blown I still make videos on randoms, but this is why. The amount of people that play like this, I would say, is at least 60% of the player base. I really believe in. Again, if you guys are thinking I'm just wild out here VPN in this random ass lobbies, which I'm not, spectate your own lobbies and let me know in the comment section, because I promise you all of your solo lobbies will be like this. Duos, trios, and quads, a little bit different. Now look at the difference between Slender and the other guy. Playing the rooftop, we're trying to gatekeep. He's looking around. There's the glint on top of the rooftop. He sees it. Now we don't know the story before we started spectating him, but he clearly knows there's an enemy here. Now watch how this precision forces the enemy off and run in the open. Notice how because of the distance, we're gonna try to change our angle like we were talking about up here and get a better shot on the enemy. There's really nothing the enemy can do except pray to God he can headshot us and one tap us with the secondary. That's the only way we're gonna be able to not get this kill. Now the enemy did kind of do a ballsy ass throw right there. No way did he actually push that fast. Did he push? Oh, nope, he didn't. I didn't think so. The moment we started looking to the left, again, you got to kind of time that correctly. The enemy threw the gas way too far. Now he's forced in this gas spot. Look at this, dude. You see where it's being thrown from. Wild gameplay by the enemy there. And again, Slender looking to the left. We kind of knew he wouldn't have pushed that quickly. So the enemy just played the gas, which was dumb. Smokes win games, no doubt about it. But look, when you force yourself on the edge and you wait, and you're glinting, and you're not using the smokes to rotate to a better spot, you're going to get clapped. For instance, we're in this building, or he was in that building. This was safe. You smoke, hopefully you're on a restock and you got munitions, and you smoke again. You try to separate yourself from the guy that's gatekeeping you. Or again, stuns win gunfights. In that situation there, stun would have been great. Decent shots, really a decent gunfight from both enemies. I got him credit. Enemy to our left-hand side. I don't like the fact we completely bailed out from the gunfight, but he does need to reload his MP7, which I think I would prioritize because this might be a more close-range fight than anything. Gas is closing in. Going to the rooftop plays a little ballsy. Smart as far as angles is concerned. There he is. Look at that dolphin dive. Ended up working. Great fight. Honestly, again, great job on the enemy. Both of them played the corners. Both of them re-challenged on opposite corners. That's how gunfights should take place. It's very rare we actually spectate randoms getting in fights with other randoms where that's the case. So it's going to be a Hydra ending. We've got a hard rotation out of here. I would suspect another player in this area in one of these buildings. So as you're rotating away, again, don't really prioritize loot at all. Scan around us, try to keep your eyes on everything around us, and again, focus on these buildings. Now, we also, once we clear here, that's one stress one. We need to worry about these buildings, because if you're familiar with this terrain, it is wide open. If anyone's in these buildings, which, I mean, according to loadouts, there's a good chance of it, they're going to be able to gatekeep you relatively easy. We do have munitions, we do have smokes, and I'm hoping he has restock. Still going to be a hard fight, but it's definitely better off having these tools than not. Ooh, again, great job. A little misdirection right there. I don't know why the enemy was crouch walking, but it's the kind of lobbies we get. But look at that. The moment he got shot at, broke away to cover, decided to re-challenge. And again, because of the misdirection, that enemy there just didn't really know what the hell was going on. He started looking at the truck for some reason, and we clapped him from the side. Slender's doing a pretty decent job, honestly. His accuracy's a little rough, but, you know, I'm not going to hate on him. Could be a warm-up game. Could just be with getting reps in. Who knows? Now, look at his reticle placement, too. He corrected it. Never mind. We're good. We're good. There's smokes going out. Now, a lot of people be afraid to throw smokes in this situation because they're afraid it's going to give away their position, and it does. Good thing about it, though, is if you utilize your munitions and your restock, doesn't matter unless they have the thermal or whatever that hollow side is that can see through smoke. You're pretty safe, and a lot of people do run it, but not that many. I think most players are running the OP scope, iron sights, different things than the smokes that can see through scopes. Than the scopes that can see through smokes. Jesus, Savage, wake up! Can't really correct much. I'm assuming he's fighting somebody under us, and hopefully Slender acknowledges that as well. We have, yeah, you go. Throw that bitch down and see what's up. What in the Misclick. Good job getting off the building, rotating around. We need to be plating up as we run. Good job. Normally, I would say rotate around the buildings, but because another set of gunshots came from that direction, you don't want to put yourself in a bad spot. So he just kind of froze where he was at, and now we're going to rotate away in the next building. Now, again, I would be more focused on this building than anything. Smokes again once, saving his life. But again, my main objective would be to get this building here. And also, with vehicles driving around in solos, you know it's a bitch. Drill charges are great for it, but make sure you're putting some damage on those vehicles early. Because if you're waiting because you're too scared to reveal your location, there's a good chance, even if you do make it top 2, top 3, you're going to get clapped. All right, so unfortunately, again, I really think we should have hugged here. The fact that he jumped in the middle of the street was wild. Just play this area. But it is what it is. Another panic throw. I'd fully expect people to be in this building too. There's still 8 enemies off. They're dying real fast. You see the Claymore in the doorway. I think he does too, thank God. Drill charge is going out. Vehicles stop behind us. Be very, very careful. I would imagine he's in the bathroom door. So up until this point, he's played it pretty decently. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, it happens to the best of us. Make sure you reload your gun. No! Oh, God, dude. He traveled that entire time without reloading. No way. And dying to this dude here. Bad the carnage. Sitting in a freaking bathroom. Thank God someone else took him out, though. Beautiful job. Damn. You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. And again, that drill charge, if he wouldn't have just panicked and threw it at the wall in front of him, he would have probably gotten the kill and been fine. Moving over to Whisker. So again, look, notice the bots who spectate at the beginning. Moving on to Slender dropping 11 and then Whisker dropping 14 so far. Now in a 1v1 situation. Notice how he's plating and peeking, trying to find the enemies. He doesn't know. He's watching a loadie because that's a good assumption the enemy might be back there. There's a lot of cover and concealment, plus the buildings. Good job again with the smokes. Again, smokes win games. Stuns win gunfights. Good job. Not switching to his long range. Playing the high ground, trying to get a better angle on the enemy. Great job. The enemy did a good job reading exactly where we were before we peeked. He started firing, but doesn't matter. Whisker takes the dub with 15 kills. And again, a lot of shit happening real quick. But these are all mistakes we see all the time. Again, this is why I'm going to post random gameplays twice a week on the channel. Because a lot of you guys still have a lot of evolving to do before you start getting to the more advanced tips and tricks. Guys, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe today, and I'll catch you on the next one. But if you are interested in seeing my gameplay live here on YouTube, make sure you stop in for live streams. Also, check me out on Kick. Both of those links will be in the description below. But until next time, man, y'all be good and good luck in Warzone.